Hello everybody, it's Raven. I've got a new video and some information I'd like to share with you today. This was caught over Chile in La Campanas Observatory in Chile. Absolutely insane air glow. That's how they describe this. Check this out. Those are the words of the astrophotographer Yuri Beletsky, who captured this image on May 10th from Las Campanas Observatory in Chile. Check that out. No, those are not clouds. It's an air glow. Air glow is the light of excited atoms high in the Earth's atmosphere. Yuri captured this image on May 10th, 2018 at the Chile Observatory. Absolutely insane from last night. Yes, you can see this image, and they are not clouds. You guys can go and check this article out for yourself. Pretty good read. And so I wonder what would be causing that. And here you can see the Milky Way cruising along right there. I mean, what would cause something like that? And I want to jump over to another article I found really interesting, is about Mars brighter in 2018 than since 2003. Okay. Mars and Earth are going to be on the same side of the sun. And they're telling us in this article that, remember Mars in 2003? That was the year the red planet came closer to the Earth than it had been for some 60,000 years. Mars can be a bright planet, yeah, we know, or not. But in 2003, for a few months, Mars was exceedingly spectacular in our sky, outshining all the stars and planets except for brilliant Venus. In 2018, it won't be quite as close or bright, but nearly. It'll dramatically brighten over the coming months to appear as a red dot of brilliant flame in our sky. Maybe like a planet with wings and flames? I don't know, but check it. So if you're looking at the southeast to the southwest before dawn, you're going to see Mars coming up before the sun. And of course we've got Jupiter that's setting in the southeast, or the east southeast, right after sunset. And of course we've got Jupiter setting in the west right now, right after the sunset. And it was hecka bright last night. I hope you guys are looking at that. And supposedly Jupiter, with a regular, just average telescope or binoculars, we can check out its moons right now. Anywho, let me go on. More than any other bright planet, the appearance of Mars in our night sky changes from year to year. But this year, goes on to say, it's going to be extremely bright. They kind of described it as like almost a red moon. Brighter Jupiter, fainter Mars, January 7th, 2018. They're going through some illustrations here as a size comparison. Mars, Earth. I guess it's like half the size of Earth. Mars isn't very big, so its brightness, when it is bright, isn't due to its bigness. Okay. So why does Mars sometimes appear very bright and sometimes very faint? Well, I guess, of course, when it's on our side of the sun and we're there with it, it's pretty darn bright. So it goes to show you the positions of the planet. We're the blue. It's the red. And then, so it goes around. Okay, so anyway, sorry. Here's the Formulab depiction for April 23rd, 2018. Mars is the red, we're the blue, and it's swinging in right here. Okay, so right here is what we're looking at. This conjunction is going to happen on July 27, 2018. Earth will pass between the Sun and Mars on July 27, 2018. Then the distance between our two worlds will be at its least for a 2-year period. Wow, really close for 2 years. And Mars will appear brightest in our sky. Wow. Mars orbits the Sun just one step outward from the Earth's orbit. Mars takes 2 years to orbit the Sun once. Earth takes a year to orbit the Sun once. So Mars' brightest, okay, wait a minute. But 2018 is a very, very special, they say very, very special year for Mars. Mars will appear brighter in our sky this year than since 2003. Isn't that interesting? Because you remember Carlos Munoz Ferrada said that he called it Planet X, the comet planet. And he said, yeah, they're going to call it all kinds of names. They're going to call it Mars, was one of the planets he named. He named it, he said that they'll call it anything that except for what it is. And if you guys haven't seen the video on Carlos Munoz Ferrada, you need to go check that out. It's pretty interesting what this guy says. Okay, 2018 opposition of Mars isn't an ordinary opposition. Astronomers will call it a perihelic opposition or a perihelic apparition of Mars. The word perihelion refers to the point of Mars' orbit when it's closest to our Sun. Maybe you can see that in the years when we pass between Mars and the Sun, when Mars is closest to the Sun. Earth and Mars are closest. That's what's going to be happening in 2018. Isn't that interesting? Oppositions of Mars 2010 through 2022. They show you a graph here. You're welcome to go check that out for yourself. For a period of about 2 months, Mars will supplant Jupiter as the 4th brightest celestial body after the Sun, the Moon, and Venus. Mars reign as the 4th brightest celestial body, or the 3rd brightest in the nighttime sky, after the Moon and Venus. Bottom line, Mars is bright when it and Earth are on the same side of the Sun, and it's faint when they're not. 2017 was one of the off years, but in 2018 we'll have a grand view of Mars, best since 2003. Good article. Just thought it was interesting because I don't know, I just that whole thing with Carlos Munoz Ferrada keeps coming back in my head. And I bet if they're going to launch anything to Mars, now would be the time to do it, right? Check that out, how close, right? Yeah. But I thought you guys might find that interesting. And anyway, thanks for watching. Raven out.